Hey there, it's Lisa Turquinio here, and as promised, I'm giving you some tips on how to research for your demographics. So before I get into that, I just want to kind of make sure that everyone knows when you are doing your Facebook ads that you have an avatar in mind. Now, an avatar is basically a summary of your ideal client. So that's definitely like the first step before you go and create Facebook, because if you're not doing that, then you're just basically throwing mud on the wall and seeing if that sticks. So let's go into the websites that I have here. Okay, so one of the websites that I want to show you is a website called Quantcast.com. It's Quantcast.com. Now with Quantcast, let's take an example of, say I'm in the health and wellness industry and I want to target women, and one of the magazines that they are into is probably Shape magazine. So I typed in Shape magazine or shape.com, and then this is what came up. So it's 250 to 100,000 unique likes, about 250,000 people. This is how many are being visited over the course of this time. And you can scroll over and say, at this point in the day, or just say like on 11:30, I had 189 people visiting that website that day. Okay. Now, if you scroll down here, it just gives you more information about your visitors. And then this is where it gets really interesting. Okay, so you're seeing here 161 okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So this is where this is going to help you create your ad. So there's obviously you're targeting towards your female. So there's the demographics are more female. And then you're looking at the age range, so 25 to 34. So you might do that. You can even group it to 18 to 44, but I would probably stick around this age group. Or you can create 3 different ads based on these age groups and kind of adjust your wording with these different age groups, because in the 35 to 44 range you might be targeting towards moms. Okay, the 35 to 44, the 25 to 34, you might be targeting towards young professionals, and the 18 to 24 you're targeting more towards college students. So you might want to create your ad depending on what your wording is, and you might separate these out. So that's very important. Then also income, depending on what your market is, that could be very important to you. And then you could see the ethnicity and see exactly who is actually visiting this site. So you might want to, African Americans seem to be more interested than Caucasians. So I wouldn't necessarily go and go that specific, because then I think you're leaving out way too many people. But depending on your demographic, the income, your age range, and obviously your gender I would say are probably the top 3. Okay. Then you go down to your audience interests. So in the interest section on your Facebook ad, you might want to be targeting beauty and fitness, because that's 13 times more that they're into. Food and drink, they're definitely into that. And then also other places that they're looking at Fitness Magazine. They're looking at Self, Fitbee, like all these different information to help gather your the information you need to create that ad. And then also, when you're creating that ad, depending on whether you're going to create it on the desktop or creating it on the mobile site, because if you see my videos, I definitely recommend separating the desktop from the mobile to from the right hand side, because if you jumble it all together, you're not going to see where you're getting the most traffic from. Okay, so it's always about testing. Now another website is Alexa. Now I did the same thing for shape.com, and their global ranking, in the United States alone is 2,400, and globally it's 5,500. Now here's what's important to know about Alexa. If you see here on the right hand side, it says the daily time on site. So about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when people are engaging the most. Now I find it ironic if you see everything's kind of in red here, because their daily engagement, it is approaching the holidays, so their daily engagement isn't as strong as it's been in the last few months. So that's also interesting as well. Okay. Again, and then it has the same demographic information as Quantcast, but I think Quantcast goes a little deeper into that. And then geographic information. How many people 55% of people are visiting this site through the United States. India, 11%. South Africa, 3.3%. So, and, United Kingdom, also another top tier country like the United States, it's down at 3%. So they're not as engaged or in tuned with health as, say, someone in the United States or India would be, if that makes any sense. Okay. So, and again, you can see their what the traffic is like on that site. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And, anything that I could help you with, or if you need further explanation, again, leave the comments below. Until then, have a great day.